Welcome to Baxter's Weekly Yoga Balance Pose. I'm Baxter Bell. I'm here at the Oakland Yoga Studio once again, and this week I'm going to give you something I'm calling Pirate Pose 3.0. You might look back in some of our earlier videos on Baxter Bell Yoga on YouTube to see the original Pirate Pose and then Pirate Pose 2.0. I wanted to add in a little work today with the sandbag. I love sandbags for a lot of reasons, but one thing that's great for balancing, it's a little bit like trying to balance at the beach. If you've ever tried to do any of your regular balancing poses like triangle at the beach, it's about 5 times harder than doing it on solid ground. So it adds that extra variability that the sandbag gives you by stepping on it to create that feeling like you're on a more uneven and unstable surface, and therefore it challenges your balance a little bit more. So basically, Pirate Pose 3.0 is like Pirate Pose 2.0, but done on a sandbag. So I'm going to use one block. This is going to represent my parrot. I'm going to step my right foot onto the center of the sandbag, and I might wiggle it in a little bit to get it set a little bit more firmly. I'm going to bend my left leg up so that my shins behind me, my thighs are even side to side. I'm going to place my imaginary parrot block on my shoulder, so like a little parrot on your shoulder. And then I'm going to take my right hand and cover my right eye. So I've eliminated a little bit of my visual sense. And I'm attempting to stay fairly steady, and it's a little more challenging. You can see I got a little wobbly there for a moment. So I'm going to go back in, setting everything gradually, and just taking a couple breaths in Pirate Pose 3.0. After you're there for a couple breaths, if you're able to maintain some steadiness, you'll come down and release, and then we'll do the other side. So I'm just going to step to the other side, adjust the sand a little bit on the sandbag, and then get my left foot onto the sandbag, shift my weight, bend my right knee, carefully place the block, and again this is a lot more unstable than just working on the surface of the floor, and then I'm going to bring my hand up to cover my left eye. So your visual sense is important for balance. It's not ultimately important, but it helps to add into good balance. And then try and remain as steady as you can. This is my more unsteady side these days, I'm noticing. And then I'm going to release the hand and come on down. So that's Pirate Pose 3.0. Now if you want to go even further, you could put your sandbag on, or your block on your sandbag, and this one it almost feels like I'm on the end of a plank on my pirate ship. So it's even more precarious because I'm going to be up a little higher. I'm going to go ahead and get my balance. Place my block on my leg, bring that shin bone up so it's about parallel with the floor, and then I'm going to see if I can cover my eye without losing my balance completely and falling into the ocean, my imaginary ocean underneath my plank. And a couple breaths, and then I'll release and come down. Shift to the second side. So this is my more challenging side. So I'm going to come up very mindful. Hand out to the side for some additional balance. So I'm going to get myself up here, then I'm going to cover my eye. Maybe just a breath or 2 or 3 for this one with all these extra variables in. Ooh, very challenging today, but exciting. And then after a couple breaths, stepping on down and releasing it. So today's balance pose, Pirate Pose 3.0 with the sandbag or the block on the sandbag. Definitely be mindful of getting up and getting down safely. Also remember you can step down quickly just to practice getting off of the setup, especially for the higher setup. So follow me on baxterbell.com. Also check out my blog, Yoga for Healthy Aging, and look to the practice channel on Yoga U Online, where I have longer practices that are up to an hour and 15 minutes long. And you can actually try that for 10 days for free. So check that out soon. Until the next time, namaste.